So this is my first mobile workstation review, and it has Quattro graphics. And my understanding is that GeForce graphics are built for speed, gaming, whereas Quattro is more for precision. And if your workflow requires this level of GPU compute performance, but you need something that's lightweight and offers a high level of mobility, perhaps this ZBook Firefly G8 solution is for you. I have been using this off and on for 2 months. Allow me to share with you what my experience was like in today's review. I'm Bob of All Trades. Let's do this. Meet HP's 15-inch Firefly G8 mobile workstation. This is their entry-level ZBook for 2021. Now this SKU has a 1-watt Ultra HD display at 99% standard RGB, 77% Adobe RGB, and these should come in at around 400 nits of brightness. My sample came out at 324 nits. I really like that you can equip this with a 1080p SureView 1000 nit display. Can you imagine? Amazing outdoor usability. Inside is easily accessible with 5 Phillips head screws that will stay attached to the bottom panel. This model has an i7-1185G7 with an Iris Xe integrated graphics and the NVIDIA Quattro T500 with 4 GB of video memory. I like that we have several socketed parts on this ZBook, including 2 memory slots, 1 M.2 slot, the AX201 Wi-Fi 6, and a mobile broadband module. These user upgradable parts are highly appreciated. Now, being low wattage parts will stretch the 56 watt-hour battery pretty far. At 50% brightness and keyboard lighting disabled, YouTube playback lasted over 12 hours and real-world usage about 7 to 9 hours. The stamped aluminum body is gray in color, rigid and lightweight at 3.8 pounds. One-hand opening is easy thanks to the angled front edge across the entire front of the laptop with occasional liftoff. It does lay back 170 degrees. Windows Hello biometrics on this model included the IR camera and a fingerprint scanner. Both work great all of the time. The glass Microsoft Precision trackpad is cream of the crop. It's up there with some of the best I have used on a Windows laptop to date, and the same goes for the dedicated buttons. The quality carries over to the spill-resistant keyboard that includes a Synaptics point stick. After 2 months of on and off use, it's exactly what it needs to be, high quality. Now let's see if that high quality carries over to the built-in webcam and microphone. The 720p webcam has a mechanical shutter, and the triple array microphone does a good job of blocking out any ambient noise. I've been using this device off and on for 2 months, and I use this aspect of this laptop several times throughout each individual week. My clients have had no complaints with the video and audio quality. Could it be better? It can always be better, but it's usable. I like that it has a shutter. I like that it blocks out ambient noise such as the 2 space heaters that I have in the basement. I like that I can clack away on the keyboard and not annoy people on the other end of that Skype or Zoom call. Nice usability here. So the question I have for you, do you value something like we're showing you right now, or does something like this even matter at all? Let me know in the comment section below. Port selection on the left includes a lock, a USB 3.1, a headphone mic combo port, and a smart card reader. Now, the smart card reader is ideal for business environment situations that require specific authentication to access data. Port selection on the right includes an optional SIM card slot, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, HDMI 2.0, USB 3.1, and a barrel power port for charging. However, this unit has a 65-watt USB-C charger with a braided cable. Now, fan acoustics are extremely low while stressing just the CPU or both CPU and GPU. These are low wattage parts cooled by a single fan. CPU-only stress tests such as Cinebench R23 show temps near 100 degrees Celsius during the short-term power limit, but this happens when the fans are at idle. Once the long-term power limit kicks in and the fans move up, CPU temperatures settle around 80 degrees Celsius. Now, when you combine the CPU and GPU load, temps are in the upper 60s for both parts. Remember, this Firefly uses a 65-watt power supply, low wattage parts, low fan acoustics, and low temps with all things considered. Please don't buy this for gaming. Now, the Firefly is not a powerhouse from a hardware standpoint, and while it lacks the CPU grunt, the Iris Xe is significantly faster than my 6-core 9750H with its HD 630 integrated graphics when it comes to rendering video with my Adobe software. Yeah, hardware encoding actually rocks. Seeing this with my own eyes has me super excited for 11th Gen H series for my own content creator workflow, putting their ZBook Fury on my radar. So the Firefly is labeled as a mobile workstation, and it seems to prioritize weight over high-end pro-level performance. This ultimately makes a case for their Z Central Remote Boost software, 2 licenses included. You can remotely connect your laptop to the powerful workstation PC back in your office so you can work on graphics or compute-intensive projects from anywhere, or use it for collab projects, being able to hand off the workload to a coworker with a more powerful device. I think it's pretty slick, plus cross-operating systems too, so Linux, Windows, and Mac. The BIOS is filled with all sorts of options, including a Mux switch that'll offer traditional hybrid switchable graphics or strictly run the Iris Xe integrated graphics. Their Bang & Olufsen stereo speaker audio sounds pretty good, and its speakers are located up top. It's further enhanced by the fact that this is a quiet laptop. Have a listen. Okay, when I take delivery of a laptop, I sign into it with my accounts, and I act as though I am just taking ownership of that device. So 2 months of use on this particular ZBook, and I liked everything about it from a laptop life standpoint. I found the build quality to be tremendously good. The trackpad, cream of the crop. The keyboard, wow, it was really nice. Thunderbolt 4, fast transfer speeds. I like having access to a SIM card. I personally think that that's going to be something I will be embracing once my kids are out of high school. Perhaps my wife and I want to start traveling. There are some relatability aspects that I can see for me now and see for my future with a laptop like this. However, when it came to the Quattro graphics, that's just beyond my current workflow. So let me just leave you with this. If you have a use case for a mobile workstation and that T500 graphics solution is going to be right up your alley, then everything else about this laptop was solid after using it off and on for 2 months. I can stand by that. This is a great product. And hopefully this review and my outro here was able to explain that the best way that someone like me can. That's going to do, folks. I'm Bob Valtrades, and I hope to see you in the next video.